What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the pod. Thanks for joining. I'm Adam.
I'm Mike, and today we are going to be nerding out about some Invincible because your boy finally watched it as promised.
Yeah,
it
that's
wasn't
right.
half an episode, it was the full show. All four seasons.
You guys did not give him enough hate, by the way, in the comments about last time. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go back and check it out. Michael claimed to have watched 2 episodes of the first season because he never watched it. And
I claim to watch it one and some bits, like 1.5 episodes.
yeah, it was pretty brutal because he didn't even finish the first episode. And I was trying to explain to him that Omni-Man, like I was trying to get his reaction about the Omni-Man killing the Guardians, and he had no idea what I was talking about.
Omni-Man kills the Guardians?
Yep, here we go. So you're fully caught up, right? You watched everything?
I've watched all 4 seasons.
All 4
But before we jump into that, we got to do the fit check of the week.
Always.
So I don't have any jerseys yet for Invincible. I got one coming in.
An Invincible. You have one coming in?
I have one coming in. That's soon.
That's gonna be tough.
When that drops, I like surprising Adams. As much as it's a surprise to you guys, all these jerseys are also a surprise for Adam. But this week, I just had to pick outer space, so I'm rocking the Endor jersey. I don't know how well you can see that. Here, slide this forward a little bit. Rocking the Endor fit. Oh,
heck yeah!
That's on the back. Yeah, got that. I got Ewoks on one side. Where is it? Yeah, Ewoks there. That's the fit of the week for me.
Guys, 6 episodes, 6 jerseys. Show some love for Jersey Mike.
Yes, sir.
He keeps it fresh. All right, today I'm sporting Super X once again. Not sponsored yet. No, we shouldn't be asking for sponsors like that. I'm just kidding. All right, so I got the Hulk athletic tee on. I was gonna do like a whole ad read, even though we're not sponsored. But you know what? Go check them out if you want. They're good. I like their clothing. Maybe one day we'll have a sponsor. But yeah, we're sporting the Hulk one just because I haven't had it. Hulk's a great character. But today I don't have anything Invincible. I'll have to get something because it really is one of my favorite shows. Oh, also part of the
so good.
I grew out some what I call like the nerd scuff. You know, like I think more of a nerd beard. The neck beard is more fitting, for a nerd out, but
that's crazy.
We're trying to keep it a little bit clean.
Nerds all across the world just got offended by that statement.
Okay, I'm talking to all the nerds out there. All right, this is a nerd podcast. I'm talking to all the nerds out there. We love you. We have a lot of the same interests. A lot of you could use a shower and some deodorant and some like trimming up. All right, just because we like fandoms and we like superheroes doesn't mean that we have to be stinky and not trimmed. So here's the initiative going out to all the nerds out there. Let's make a good name for ourselves and let's be clean.
That's crazy.
Right? And I'm not speaking to all of you, but come on, we've all been to some conventions.
That Adam 2026. Let's be clean. That's a quote right there.
Come on, because we've all been to some conventions and we're like, ooh.
That's fair. That is a fair argument.
Yeah. No one specific.
So, anyways, let's get away from that topic before we offend too many people. I have some cool stuff written down here. I have some stuff, obviously, we're going to talk about outside of Invincible, but I really want to spend bulk of the episode going into all 4 seasons because I even know you weren't 100% finished when we originally were going to talk about it. You still had to finish season 4, but now both of us have seen all 4 episodes. I'm throwing you a little bit on the spot here. I've had some time to think about this because I've thought about asking this question, but I want to hear your ranking of all the seasons from most favorite to least favorite. And now, not best to worst, just your personal favorite. Yeah, your personal favorite to your least personal least favorite.
Okay. I don't know if this is a kind of a hot take, but I think season 1 is my favorite. I think it's one of the best. So I'll say season 1 at number 1. I'm going to be honest, it's been so long I can't remember season 2 or 3 that well. I remember season 3 a little bit more. I'm going to say season 1, season 4, season 3, and then season 2. That's my ranking. The reason it's number 1 is season 1 is number 1 is because I've never seen a show like that when it came out. And I loved the mystery aspect of we knew that it was Omni-Man, but no one else did at the beginning, and they were finding it out. It was like a reverse murder mystery. It was really cool.
I think the thing that was cool for me is So I knew that Omni-Man did that before I watched the show. I had seen those clips. That was the first thing, like back in 2023 or 2024, whenever the show was originally released, I'd seen those clips. I think it was 20, it wasn't it? Or, yeah, it wasn't 23 was the first season.
I don't remember.
24 was second. Then. You know what? You're actually, maybe 23 was season 2. Which season? I don't know.
Yeah, I'll look it up. What's your ranking?
My ranking is actually the exact same as yours. It's season 1, season 4, season 3, season 2. And my reasoning behind it is, one, I think season 1 is just phenomenal. It's so good. I think it is virtually perfect compared to the rest of the other seasons, the other 4 or 3 seasons so far. The main reason, though, however, because I think my wow moments in season 4 are a little higher than my wow moments in season 1. There is one reason why it goes 1 then 4. I think the episode in Hell is the worst episode in the entire series.
You're not alone. So I think everyone's
stupid. It is the most time wasting episode of filler bull crap that has.
Wow. Okay, I think we're being a little harsh.
I'm not being harsh enough, I don't think. That is the worst episode. Why? Tell me why we are so focused on one element of the plot and then all of a sudden we're just dragging Mark into hell for an entire episode to do a side quest. What is the purpose of that?
I do think that time could have been used a little more efficiently to tell more of the story we were seeing. But maybe in season 5, they're going to have... Maybe that sets something up. Maybe. But you're not alone. A lot of people feel that way. I think season 1 could have had... I mean, it didn't have the best animation of the 4 seasons, but it was because it was new and had less of a budget. I mean,
yeah, but even then it wasn't bad.
Yeah. We really started getting like good animation in season 3.
That's true. Yeah. And then season 2 being at the bottom, I mean, for me, I wasn't a big fan of the villain of that season, the dude with the interdimensional travel.
Angstrom Levy?
Yeah.
Why did I think he was season 3? Oh, he was in season 3, right?
He was in season 3, but...
Yeah, because he was part of the Mark episode. Yeah, like all the Marks.
Yeah, but I believe... I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I could be mixing up my seasons, but I believe the bulk of season 2 was about his character, was it not?
You know, the reason season 2 is at the bottom for me is because, one, I saw it so long ago, but I just...
That's fair.
It didn't really stand out to... Like, I could tell you a lot of, like, the show's story as a whole, but I can't really tell you much about season 2. I just don't remember. Just didn't stick with me.
From my memory, and I could be completely mixed, because I basically binged all 4 seasons in the span of 2.5, 3 days, because I had dental work done, so I was out of work for a day, and then I had the day off, so I literally was just in bed watching Invincible all day.
That's how I finished it too. I got my wisdom teeth taken out.
The seasons slightly merged together, so I can tell you the full overarching plot.
Yeah.
But the cutoff in between episodes gets a little, or in between seasons and episodes gets a little blurry for me.
I know what you mean.
But all in all, I mean, dude, that show is so good.
Yeah. So we have the same ranking. That's great. So it goes 1, 4, 3, 2. I think that's a pretty popular opinion. I also think me and you agree way too much, and we're gonna have some people on the podcast that we disagree with. So
I agree with that.
Oh, you agree with me?
Funnily enough, I do agree with you saying that. I think that we have too similar of opinions. We just need to find people to duke it out with.
We'll find something that we don't have good opinions about. But you mentioned that season 4
just keep talking about Spider-Man, because your Spider-Man opinions are just wrong.
I actually said that your favorite Spider-Man movies are my favorite Spider-Man movies.
Other than that, just everything about Tom Holland, I disagree with you.
That I like Tom Holland? Okay, all right.
No, not that you like him, just your thoughts on him. Anyway, it's okay. I digress. We can keep going.
All right. Okay. But you mentioned that season 4 had bigger wow moments for you than season 1. That leads me to the next thing I wanted to talk about. And then we could talk about season 4 specifically, but I want to talk about the show as a whole, just because you watched it all back to back.
Yeah.
The show, my favorite thing about Invincible is that somehow every season I have at least 10 jaw on the floor moments. Right.
That's true. That's
somehow
fair.
It always gets me insanely shocked. So I want to go over, not in any particular order, but just some wow moments that stuck out to you and me throughout the show.
Okay, I mean, I could say first one, right off the bat, ending of episode 1.
Yeah.
All of the Guardians getting called to the HQ, and Omni-Man
what are you talking about?
At the very end of episode 1, when all the Guardians
What?
get that alert on it.
I don't remember.
Okay, so I'll tell you what happens then. So at the beginning of the season...
I'm kidding. I was being you from 2 episodes ago.
What was that?
I was being you from 2 episodes ago.
What do you mean?
All
you
right.
can't do it like me. You can't. I'm sorry.
Perpetual state of gaslighting each other.
Anyways,
Yeah.
So at the end of episode 1, though, that is just the most. When you and I were talking about it, and then I realized, I definitely didn't finish the episode. After watching it, I was just like, "What the heck just happened?"
Yeah. That's a great one to start it off with.
Also, hey, I don't know that I forget the name of the superhero because he's only in the first episode, but the dude that has super speed.
It's like is it red something? I don't know.
I feel like it's red something. He's so underrated. Like low-key, the only reason he dies is because of the rest of the Guardians.
Yeah, he was protecting them. Yeah.
Yes, that's the only reason why he is dead. He's a cool character. I'm also just a big fan of speedsters in general. Yeah. I'm a really big fan of Quicksilver, really big fan of the Flash and all that. Like I just think that's a cool superpower. But yeah. But no, that was my first of the entire series. Just what?
Yeah, well, it was actually everybody's first. And the reason I think that played so well as a wow moment is not just because we set up Omni-Man as this good guy, as like the good guy, but it's also because they set the show up in such a misleading way. It didn't feel like it. We didn't see any of that gore until the end. We just saw normal superhero, whatever. And then we start seeing, like, it was like, do you remember the show Happy Tree Friends?
Happy Tree Friends.
Happy Tree.
That sounds vaguely familiar, but I don't think I feel like you may have told me about it. It's like stupid, slapstick stupid, but I've never seen it myself.
No, it's like it's like animated like a kid's show, like a bunch of little animals on adventures, and they have like Invincible level gore that just randomly happens.
Okay.
Yeah, there's like an episode where they go to an amusement park and they're all having fun, and like this moose. It starts with the moose like putting his hands up, and they go through a tunnel, and his hands hit the thing, and his arms fly off, and then like someone got thrown into the little walk thing that you go in amusement park, and it turned into a blender, and you just saw his like blood and guts everywhere. It's crazy, but that's what this reminded me of. It's the show sets up like it's just a normal superhero show, and then we got eyes popping out of heads. We got
yeah,
it was crazy. Yeah,
that is kind of crazy. I think the thing, and I said this on the first time we talked about it, I really do like how quickly they establish how insignificant humans are in this world to most people, because it makes Mark's kind of arc of worried about becoming his dad and having these, high level crash outs where he just murders somebody. It makes him stand out a little more to the moments of him wanting to protect Earth and being Earth's protector in place of Omni-Man or Nolan. I think it makes really good. It makes for a really good contrast to show to show that. Yeah, but no, I thought season 1 was phenomenal. That moment made me go like, holy crap. Additionally, in season 1. Even like just the ending of season 1 where Mark and Nolan are fighting.
Yeah.
That's also a great moment. That's a fantastic moment.
Yeah. That was another really good wow moment too. Even when we got the Immortal coming back, that was a good one. So like I said, no random or no particular order. I'm gonna go in random order, and then let's just kind of spitball some of these because I do want to get into season 4. But one of the biggest wow moments I've had in the entire show was Aaron Paul's character when he accidentally fries his wife and child.
Oh yeah, when he's what's his character's name? He's got like the metal things hammered into him.
Yeah, or like the devices that give. Yeah, because he had like a vendetta against Mark.
Yeah, for killing his somebody, his sister, was it?
I don't
He kills
remember.
he kills somebody.
Maybe his
him
brother,
and Omni-Man. Yeah, him and Omni-Man kill like his family in their fight at the end of season 1. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, that's crazy.
Dude, we saw an animated fried child. That was so like baby. That was I didn't every time I don't think they're gonna go to a certain point or go they do every time. All right, I also think when Omni-Man is fighting Mark at the end of season 1 and he holds his face into the train,
dude,
crazy moment.
Dude, like what?
Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's insane.
That was pretty awesome. All right, do you have another one?
The rest of mine are all season 4. Not the rest, but a lot of mine are all season 4.
Talk about
all right. Well, so the first one is Mark v Conquest Part 2.
Oh my gosh!
Holy crap, dude!
Oh my gosh!
Actually, you know what? We'll start with Mark v Conquest number 1. We'll start with the first
3?
one. Yeah, we'll start with the first time.
Yeah,
because that right there, such a good scene.
Yeah.
The moment he came onto the screen, because I was in the kitchen or something, getting myself a snack, and I just heard his voice, and what I think, what is the line, like, "Get ready for my arrival, worms," or something like that.
I don't know, but that monologue that followed that was so good.
You mean when Mark's on the ground and he's like over top of him?
When he's talking about, I don't remember exactly when in the fight it was, but he was introducing himself, and he was talking about how his own people are scared of him because the better he got at his... Dude, that monologue was so good.
Yep. No, but just that moment, I literally was in the kitchen, and I heard him, and that line, I'd heard it before as like a TikTok sound or whatever. Right. I heard that, and I sprinted from my kitchen, jumped onto my couch, and just was eyes stuck to the TV for the entirety of it. It's so good. It's so good.
The impact frames, the animation, everything about it.
Yeah. Even the moment when Mark's basically fighting with all broken limbs, and you see him punch his hand through Conquest Gauntlet and breaking his hand and the gauntlet at the same time. Like, it's just insane.
And then he killed him, or we thought he killed him with his head.
Yeah.
That was a good one. And even in that fight, when Adam Eve just got like obliterated, that was another crazy wow moment.
Bro, insane.
I have a couple more, but I know I said no particular order, but I have a couple more that aren't in season 4, and then we can talk about season 4 as a whole.
Sure.
As a whole. Do you have any outside of season 4 that you want to bring up?
I don't think so. Honestly, I just really think season 4 is such a good season.
It is.
And again, it's also the most fresh on my mind. So
one that comes to mind is with the Lizard League against the Guardians, and that one girl like goes inside that lizard's mouth and then like tries to get big and then squishes herself. That was messed up. Actually, that whole fight was pretty messed up between.
It's when they think Duplicate's killed, and when Rex gets shot in the head.
Yeah.
That's the craziest to me. When Rex gets shot in the head and then he just puts BTA, bro. He puts BTA on these guys. It's so funny. It is so good.
Yeah. This show's just got so many. So that was a big one. Rex's death was pretty awesome. I actually think Rex's death was one of the coolest superhero deaths in pop culture.
Yeah.
When he's like, he's like, you're out of things to explode. And he's like, how about my entire effing spine? And then like, that was pretty cool. Another big wow moment is when all the different marks came in. I thought that was awesome.
That's also, that's cool.
And then I had one more that I was thinking of that had to do with that. That had to do with
what the heck?
Getting shot in the head.
I just got a Windows 11 pop up on my computer. Okay, we're good.
Well,
sorry about that.
I can't think offhand, but there are so many good ones. There's just so many good moments. This show does a great job.
What did you think of the introduction of Mark's younger half brother, I guess?
That was what the other one was. Okay, the other wow moment was when Oliver got brought back to Earth and he was kind of being raised by Debbie and Mark. And Mark was so worried about becoming his father, and he was trying to like teach Oliver about how to be his hero. And Oliver, when Oliver killed the Mauler twins, that was crazy,
dude.
Like, as a little kid.
Everything with Oliver has just made me kind of been like, this is a child.
Yeah,
like, this is a whole child, and he rivals the strength of, well, I guess not rivals yet, but he will eventually rival the strength of like Mark and Nolan.
Well, not in season 4.
No, not in season 4. I mean, he's a kid still, but he gets his powers younger than Mark. So when he's Mark's age, that we see him in season 1,
he definitely has more potential.
Exactly. Yeah. And I think that's cool. I think that's a really cool thing to introduce. I also just like the dynamic of like father-son, Nolan and Mark and Oliver. Again, putting BTA on all the rest of the Viltrumites in the universe, which kind of leads me to another wow moment of Mark, Nolan, and I totally forget of the name, the guy, the betrayer. I don't remember his name.
Thaddeus,
thank you. Those 3 going through the planet together. That's so sick. That's so cool.
That was pretty crazy.
Yeah,
I felt personally that they kind of just brushed it off a little too easily. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't say they brushed it off.
I think they like did it. I'm talking about physically. Like they did it, and they made it this big thing. They went through the molten core of the planet. They were screaming, they were on fire, and then they go through, the whole thing blows up. And they're like, well, that's that.
Okay, that's fair. I guess to me, my suspension of disbelief is so. I don't think that like those characters can die. I truly don't believe Viltrumites can actually die unless it's like serious disease or sickness. I know they do, but it's hard for me to believe. I know.
Watch them die. Are you telling me that Conquest is dead?
Let me rephrase that. Well, he's dead. He's very dead.
Yeah, rephrase that way if you can.
We see Conquest rip Mark's entire small and big intestines, his kidneys, his stomach, everything's just out. Yeah. And you're telling me he's on this desolate planet and Nolan wraps him up with a bandage, stuffs it all inside, and he heals himself? And then you expect me to be like, oh, well, they went through a planet, so they should be a little tough. They should be a little out of it. Fair like, point. No, if you can have your innards, outwards, and then innards again, all in the span of a few hours, and then within 2 months you're fully healed, I would like to believe that you could fly through a planet and be relatively unharmed.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. I had to.
I did word that poorly.
Crazy. It's not too crazy of a pill for me to swallow that happened, but I did word that poorly.
But it just is like that's not my top 10 of things that I'd be like, I didn't like how they did that. They should have been more tired.
It didn't bother me. It didn't bother me that much.
It seemed like it bothered you enough to bring it up.
What really bothered me was... Not bothered me, but what's really hard for me to understand is how Thrag did not kill Nolan and Mark. He's like, too much of us have died already. I'm like, that's not why. That can't be why they're not killing them.
That's plot armor. That's what that is.
It's that was a little plot armory because there's just like Nolan and Mark are the biggest threats to Viltrumites right now, and are arguably the only 2 people, or one of the only 2 people that can kill another Viltrumite, and Thaddeus, not Thaddeus, Thrag knows that they want to, so he should have just killed them, especially because he had a vengeance out for him,
especially after them blowing up the planet.
Yeah.
So, I will say, my favorite character to watch in season 4, Alan the Alien.
He's
what
great.
A homie.
Seth Rogen's great.
Seth Rogen, bro, so good. I cannot imagine a better person to voice act Alan the Alien than Seth freaking Rogen.
It just fits.
It just fits, and like that character and the whole thing about him, it's just funny. He feels like a bit. His character feels like a bit. Yeah. He's so good though. But I'm excited to see more of his character. I think that. I also on the same topic of like Thrag letting Mark and Nolan live, Why did they let the rest of them just go away?
I
Other
think they
than
got
Thaddeus.
away. Yeah, I think they more got away.
Yeah, but dude, like, you're telling me that a group of highly trained Viltrumites couldn't have chased after a girl in armor?
Okay, there's a little bit of plot armor there. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. No, I'm agreeing with you on that. Where that's just plot armor. That was how they got out of that. I would have rather seen that final exchange not happen between Thrag, Mark, and Nolan, and then go through the planet, and then whatever bullcrap you want to spew of. Oh, the explosion knocked everyone away, and they couldn't chase out. Whatever you want to spew, I don't care. That's better plot armor than him being like, we've lost too many already.
Yeah,
like,
I don't know.
That's how I look at it.
Whatever. I'm willing to let that go.
I'm glad you're willing to let that one slide.
Okay. Well, now that we're on to season 4, that was, I say we can kind of move on from Wild Moments, but more. I want to bring up Oliver, because Oliver sucks in this season.
He annoys the crap out of me, bro.
Well, he's like finally there mentally, right? Like he's not murdering people anymore, but he was not ready for that.
that whole arc of him begging to go on an extraterrestrial journey with his dad and brother into an galaxy far away and kill Viltrumites. It's not like they didn't know what the goal was in that trip.
Yeah.
Why are you bringing him?
Well, I was just hoping to see a little bit more of, because I mean, Oliver couldn't kick it with Conquest in season 3, so I was hoping to see a little more growth from Oliver, because we get this growth with Invincible throughout the entire show. But then,
especially also, season 2, you see a lot of growth. I will say that's probably my favorite thing about season 2, although it's at the bottom of my list. I feel like you see a lot of growth in Mark as a character.
Yeah. What was the season where we got his training plan from Cecil? I like that one a lot.
I think that was 3.
Yeah, that one was cool. Just seeing him just increase by 80% is whatever they were saying. That was cool. No, but here's the thing. I want to be clear. I don't hate the writing of that with Oliver. I just think it's funny that to be fair, the 40 Viltrumites remaining are like the top 40, right? It's natural selection. They are very strong. So obviously I don't want Oliver to be stronger than them. I did, and I like that he was there. It made some cool stuff. It's just funny that he was more of a liability. Like, everything bad that happened to most of the characters were because they were trying to save Oliver.
Yes. Literally every character.
Glad he's alive. I'm excited to see what they do with him.
I'll tag along on that. I don't love the decision to bring him along, if I'm being honest. I do think that was just a poop decision. I would have liked to see him stay back on Earth with Invincible Inc. and seen a little bit more.
No, but we don't want to see that. I didn't want to keep going back to Earth, you know?
I will say, to that same point, I don't hate the fact that we were very focused on Mark and what was happening with the battle, as opposed to, or the war, you know, as opposed to going back and forth between 7 different plot lines the entire time.
Yeah, I agree. I also think, you know, this was a big part of Oliver's character, depending on where they want to go with his arc. I haven't read the comics, just either, as a PSA, but yeah, it's cool. I think him kind of getting whooped, it shows that he will have growth, and I think that's cool. All right, so let's talk about this. So the Viltrumites have been there's been different big bad guys, but the Viltrumites have kind of been the big bad throughout the whole series.
The overarching.
What they're doing with it right now is so cool to me that Mark just has to be okay with it, because if not, Earth will have the same fate that Viltrum had. And it's so cool that they're like, Thrag is such a cool villain. And he was just like, we're gonna rebuild our race one way or the other. Yeah. And it got a little rapey, I'm not gonna lie, when he's like, but he's saying, like, we could do this the way we're gonna do it, and there's nothing you could do about it, or you could fight us, and there's still nothing you could do about it. And I think the show does such a good job of showing us kind of Mark's emotions, and he's like, poor Mark is tortured in this show, like mentally tortured. The whole like he's just becoming a miserable human being, and I think that's pretty realistic for if you were a superhero dealing with this kind of stuff. And I love that the show isn't afraid to get into it.
I'll say, I like that. It's not just gore. Like, obviously, there is gore, and there's very, very heavy gore and violence. But to tag on to what you're saying, it shows what goes along with that outside of the superhero world of this is still a person. They still have emotions. They're not just they're not just the mask. That is Mark. He's not just invincible. And after every single fight, the outcome leaves him with some sort of mental trauma.
Yeah.
Even with the, what are the name of those mind sucker things that
the Sequids?
Yes, the Sequids. Thank you. Even the most recent time you see them,
where there's another WoW moment where he killed the astronaut.
Yeah, exactly. Like you see him, he even like trying to cope with himself and justify what he just did, even though in the back of his mind he probably has that thought of, did I need to kill him? Was there another way? Right. They do that really well. They do it very beautifully. Very, very good writing, all in all.
Yeah. This show is really just amazing. And season 4 really brought us, I don't want to say home because we're not done, but it brought us to where we are in a really nice way.
I heard they're already working on...
Yeah, on season 5.
I heard they're already working on season 6, actually.
Oh, season 6 got picked up?
Yeah. That's what I heard. Awesome. I don't know if that's true.
I saw something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, I just had one more point to talk about season 4 and then whatever else you want to talk about, but I want to talk about Omni-Man redeemed? Question mark. How did we do that? Because if you were to tell me last season, not even 2 seasons ago, 3 seasons ago, that they were going to try to redeem Omni-Man, I'd be like, no, that's stupid. I won't even. There's no way they could do that. I won't watch. But after going through season 4, I don't want to say he's redeemed, like his actions aren't redeemed, but he won me over. I like him. I don't think.
I think my favorite thing about how they're doing that is showing how scared everyone is of him. Still, even though he's like when he's sitting on the roof with Art.
That's one of my favorite. And they're
that's such a good scene. It is such a good scene, and Art. The moment when Art even says, I can't make your suits for you anymore. I dress heroes.
Dude, goosebumps. That gave me goosebumps.
It did. And then him flying away and Art
having the panic attack.
Literally panic attack because of the fact that he thought he was going to be killed.
Yeah.
And then the moment when him and Cecil talk for the first time.
Cecil was scared to let him get close, yeah.
Yeah, it's just they did really a good job with showing that he left such a mental impact on that planet that there's never going to be a 100% in their mind. There's never going to be an absolute.
Even in my mind, I don't think there will be. I honestly think, so like I said, I haven't read the comments, but I think if you want to redeem a character like that, I thought this when, I don't know if we talked about this with Arcane, but I'm going to go to Arcane for a second.
Okay.
Everyone was talking about how Jinx deserved a redemption arc. And I think that when you do the things that Jinx has done, there really is no route to redeem yourself fully except for you have to make a sacrifice play, actually sacrifice your life to do something truly good, like save someone or save a lot of people. And at the end of Arcane, they sort of did that. And I was like, cool, they did. But then, people are saying that Jinx got away. The reason I don't
there's a lot of theories, yeah,
but it's kind of confirmed, and the reason I don't like that is because that takes away in my head from a good arc and redemption of her story. So I think to bring it back to Invincible, the only way for Mark truly to redeem it, not Mark, Nolan to truly redeem himself after every genocide. We're talking genocide, right?
Yeah,
is to make that sacrifice play, and we might get that.
I can't disagree with you 100%, but there's another part of me that's like, superhero go punchy punch, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah, this is pretty cool, but we have a lot of other superheroes that go punchy punch.
I know. I get your point. You're not entirely off the mark on that. It's just, you have to think about it from the standpoint of, I think that obviously if they were to set this up to where he goes on this big arc of trying to redeem himself and then he does a 180 and is like, actually no, I can still kill you all, I'm going to do it, that would kind of, that'd be like, oh wow, kid didn't see that coming. But I don't,
I didn't
as of right now. What?
That's not what I was saying.
No, I'm just saying.
Are you saying if that happened?
If that happened, I would be like, oh, well, that was kind of lame, you know. I would much more appreciate.
Yeah.
But even on the ladder, if we saw him go through this arc of doing all this good and never 180s, but he lives forever and always and becomes, a couple thousand years old and has a happy life, that doesn't really quite fit for me either. It doesn't sit well either. So I think the ending of some sort of threat presenting himself and him nobly sacrificing himself and that being the end of Nolan's story, I wouldn't hate it. I wouldn't like it because I like the character and I think that it's a cool character. But from a story building, from a story building standpoint, I don't think it wouldn't be bad. I would like it. I would enjoy that. And especially if it was in some sort of way protecting like Mark or Oliver, not just Earth specifically, but protecting his family as a whole, or Debbie. I think that would be a really cool way to go about it.
Yeah. I feel like the direction, I like that he's being redeemed in some ways right now and not others, but I do feel I like that Debbie, at least in the beginning, is not willing to forgive him, but I feel like that's the direction they're headed, and I don't think they should go that route. I don't think that he should get Debbie back. I just really I hope that
I actually
that
do agree with
happen.
that.
But
I wouldn't like to see that.
We'll see.
As much as I like the character, as much as I wish he didn't do shitty things in season 1,
No, but I'm so glad he did, because season 1 was awesome.
Fair. But I think it would be more fitting. I think it would be a better story if he continues on this path and is continuously rejected by Earth and the people that he once loved, and once loved him, and then he still chooses to do something in that moment of, total world annihilation. He would sacrifice himself to save those that hate him because of his actions, to atone for said actions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that would be cool. I wouldn't hate that.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm on the side of, I would rather that than the other option I brought up of him just living a happy life and everyone forgiving him because he said I'm sorry and started fighting for them again.
Yeah. Yeah. I do think, especially with the end of the season with the super scourge virus being introduced, I can see him dying, maybe to save Mark. I think that's probably the best route to go, to save Mark, because the show's about Mark. Yeah, but yeah, that was really the last talking point I had for season 4. Anything that stood out to you that you want to talk about?
Not that I can think of. I really like just how they do the season as a whole. Like I said, Alan the Alien Man, he a homie for real. Really like that character.
I'm so glad we got more of an Alan arc, that we got story with him.
We're going to get a lot more of him, too. What's it called? The Coalition of Planets? Is that what it's called?
Is that a spinoff?
No. I'm sorry.
You're saying the next story.
The thing that Thaddeus was the head of.
Yeah,
isn't that the Coalition of Planets? Yeah, so, now we see that Alan is the supplementary leader at the current time. He's the one that's calling the shots as of right now. So in season 5, I'm sure we'll get to see a lot more of that, which is cool. I'm really excited for season 5. I really, going back a little bit further in our conversation to Thrag, however you say his name.
Throg.
I love.
Oof. Throg. Earth.
Yeah. Yep.
Throg reproduce.
So we're gonna make a thing over Thrag versus Throg when there's characters named Conquest in the show. That's not even a name. That is a word. Conquest is just a word.
That's what gets
I'm just saying that is such a stupid thing to nitpick. Throg versus Thrag. Whatever. Anyways.
I'm not nitpicking it. I like it. I like Throg.
Anyways, I like that Thrag at the very end. I think that's a really cool ending to the season. it's not a big confrontation between the two. It is
monologue.
Sometimes literally monologues are tough, man.
Especially in superhero IPs, we get some of the toughest monologues, and they usually come from villains.
Yep. Yeah. I call it an aura log because you can just get so much, dude. You get so much aura off of it. He's just sitting there, and he, like you said, he lays it out. Hey, you can try and stop us, but at the minimum, even if you wipe us all out, we're taking out half of your population with us, guaranteed.
Yeah, he's like if he said if Viltrumites go extinct, so do humans, which is
literally.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do before we go into ranking season 4, or to not ranking, but giving our rating on season 4 and then the show as a whole. We'll just do this quickly just so we can move on. What are you looking forward to, or what would you like to see? Just a few things in season 5 and season 6.
Season 5, like I said, Alan. I want to see more from Alan and the Coalition of Planets because I think Alan is just such a fun character. I want to see more of the development of Mark and Eve's story. I do like a good romance. I'm a sucker for a good romance story. And I think that relationship kind of just got thrown together due to the nature of it.
Yeah.
And then
I don't know. It was set up from the beginning, but yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's set up from the beginning, but then when they actually start dating, it's just kind of like a thing. They don't really go into it much more. I also I'm very excited to see what happens with Robots and Monster Girl.
They're trapped in that. So much happens in this show. Mm-hmm. So much happens in this show.
Because that civilization comes back yet again, and Monster Girl and Robot, they run gun-ho in, and they get cut off from the rest of the Earth.
What's going to happen with them?
Yep, I'm very curious, because we know that they are still alive. We know that they make a return. Well, they should make a return based on future Eve and who else is it? Future Eve, future Robot, future Monster Girl. Based on that, when they all come and save Mark from that other dimension.
In season 3.
Yeah, based on that, we know that supposedly theoretically they should still be all alive.
Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't think of that.
So I'm curious to see how that arc wraps itself up. I know I spent quite a bit of time hating on that Hell episode, but I do like that character. What's his name? Is it Damien?
Damien, is it something blood? Damien.
I don't remember.
No, Damien.
I don't remember his actual name, but I believe it's Damien
Bloodstone?
something.
Is it Damien Bloodstone? I don't know.
You could say anything, and I'd say that sounds right.
All right, Damien Bloodstone.
I did like his character as like a
want to see more
like
of
a PI. Him as a PI is really cool. That whole vibe of
he was my favorite character in season 1.
Yeah, I really liked him. And then Cecil having to exercise him because he was getting too involved in making Nolan, like tipping Nolan off on him. Whatever, I'm not gonna go through the plot. We know what happens. But his character's cool in that context. Again, hated the Hell episode, but like that character. So I would like to see more of him. And then I think it's tough because I don't know the comics either. There's not stuff I've read of that happens that I want to see in the show. Yeah. I like the course they're taking. I'm really excited to see. I feel like it's going to be the case of in season 5, kind of similar to season 1, where all the viewers know what's going on with the Viltrumites on Earth, and Mark obviously will be in on that, similar to how Cecil knows what's going on with Nolan, and the viewers know, but nobody else does. I think it's going to have that same vibe, so I'm excited for that. But
me too.
There's a lot that I'm excited to see. That once if I see it, I'm happy. If I don't, I know they're going to still do something amazing with it. So
one of the really cool things about this show is. You take the MCU, for example, you have the Marvel universe, and you have all these different projects telling different stories in that universe. What the Invincible universe does is you have all of these different heroes and parts of the world, but they all do it in one production. They all do it in the Invincible show and keeping Invincible at the center of it. But then you get all these side characters in the world. I like that they do it like that, I think that's really cool. So like you said, even if they don't do some things that we want to see, they have the opportunity to do so much cool stuff, and they have been hitting the they've been hitting the nail on the head every time.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna let them do their thing. One thing I would like to see is that Omni-Man sacrifice. I think in the next two, preferably next season, but in the next 2 seasons, I would like to see that. I think it's a good way to wrap up this character. I don't think they'll do it in
season 5. I think more than likely what we're gonna get is, I think season 5 we're gonna come to the kind of penultimate moment of, and I say penultimate because it's gonna be setting up for season 6. So it's gonna be this ending of Viltrumites are maybe discovered. There might be some sort of time jump where a much larger Viltrumite population, I'm talking maybe a couple thousand, have now been established on Earth.
Oh, and you think they're going to go all the way down like that?
Maybe.
Cool.
Maybe.
I don't know. We want to see.
I foresee it. Because this is how I imagine, and based off of what Thrag says to Mark at the end, I do see it kind of as a, like, basically they're just going to start pumping out kids. Every band is going to try and get as many children into as many women, and every woman is going to be just constantly populating.
They're doing a harem. Yeah, they're doing. I'm excited to see what happens with the Scourge virus too. I wonder if they're going to bring that in next season or wait till the end of next season to kind of.
And so that's what I think. I think what's going to end up happening is that's going to set up season 6 to be this, almost the entire season revolved around this giant battle between what characters do we have established at that point and the Viltrumites, and I think it's going to end with Nolan somehow introducing the Scourge virus to all Viltrumites minus Mark and Oliver.
I wonder how that's gonna happen.
Yeah, same. We'll maybe even Oliver. Maybe all Viltrumites besides Mark are wiped off the planet. Who knows?
Well, Mark is
invincible.
No, you don't say it.
But Mark is.
Yeah. My favorite trope that they do in that entire show.
It's funny.
So what do you think we should rate season? I want to rate season 4, and then I want to rate the show as a whole.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, we could go through and we could rate all the seasons. I think that'd be a little tougher because because again, those are I watched them all in succession, so the most frequent or most fresh on my mind is 4. So let's just do 4 to start.
Okay.
I got. Do you want to do 3, 2, 1?
We can do 3, 2, 1. Just for PSA for all the new listeners, we don't do out of 10. We do out of 5 stars.
Letterbox.
We go letterbox rules. Yeah, we go letterbox rules. Yep. I will. If you want to add me on Letterboxd, reach out on Instagram. I'm always looking for more Letterboxd friends, and you can see what I rate all my movies.
What I rated it on Letterboxd.
Can you rate shows on Letterboxd, like seasons?
I thought you could. Maybe you can't. Maybe I'm tripping.
I think you could write certain shows. I don't know about seasons.
No, I guess you can't, and I didn't. Okay, I thought I did. I'm tripping. Anyways,
ready?
On the count of 3, this is season 4 of Invincible ratings. 5 out of 5 stars. You get what I'm saying? I was gonna say I'm having a stroke. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, right? I know what you're saying.
Okay. Anyways, 3, 2, 1. 4 out of 5.
4 out of 5 stars.
4 out of 5.
Let's go.
Yeah, wow, okay. I just think it's a great show or a great season. I think it's really good.
We just agree way too much on everything. All right, we'll find something we don't. You like Star Wars. I don't like Star Wars. That's one thing.
That's what we're gonna have to. We need to get you to sit down and watch Star Wars because you haven't seen it frequently enough or recently enough.
I would argue that I haven't seen it frequently enough because I don't like it. But I did hear that Mandu and Grogu is a good starting point for new Star Wars fans. So, maybe. All right, Throg.
Okay, the show as a whole, seasons 1 through 4, out of 5.
Right. Out of 5.
3, 2, 1, 4.5. I'm giving it 4.5 out of 5. Really? You think it's perfect?
And you think it's Here's why. No, I don't think it's necessarily perfect, but I do think so. I don't think a 5-star show means every season's 5 stars. I think the wider out you go, the more grace I'll give it, right? But as a show, I truly believe this. I think it's the best superhero show we've ever been given.
I mean, I can't disagree with that. I really can't.
I'm a huge Daredevil fan. Like I think Daredevil is the best superhero show that follows one superhero.
Yeah.
But this is a superhero show as a whole.
Sure.
And it's just I find myself more invested. Yeah, I'd give it a 5 stars. I think this is
okay. I respect it.
That might change in the future when we have other projects to compare it to. But as of right now, I think we're very spoiled as Invincible fans.
We are spoiled.
Yeah. I saw something on Instagram. It was like 2026 is the best year to be a nerd, and I would agree for now.
I mean, we've gotten Invincible season 4. We've gotten Mandalorian and Grogu. We're getting Spider-Man Brand New Day.
We've gotten Born Again.
We've gotten Born Again season 2. We have gotten some pretty great stuff up to this point.
Not just Spider-Man Brand New Day, but 2026 is also just the year of movies in general, right? We got Project Hail Mary. We have the Odyssey coming up. I just saw Toy Story 5. I'll wait for you to watch it. We could talk about that. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
It was way better than Toy Story 4. But we have so many good movies coming, and we're halfway through the year. I think, yeah, it's been amazing.
When does Odyssey come out again? Is that August or
July
September?
movie? Maybe.
Is
maybe
it
it's later in the year. It might be later in the year.
Let's get a fact check. Sam
But
fact checkers on
we
here.
have Supergirl as well. We have Doomsday.
Are you excited for Supergirl, or are you a little?
Yeah,
meh?
I haven't seen it yet. I am excited for Supergirl. I'm in the DCU now. Like I'm so invested in it now.
Sam, I think Superman brought me in really heavy.
Yeah, and I was never a DC fan before this, so I want Supergirl to do well. It's already out. I know a lot of people say it's not like the best, but I don't listen to other people. I want to see it for myself.
Oh, it is July. July 17th is the Odyssey.
Oh man, July.
The more you know.
So good.
So here's how I feel about the DCU. I've been a DC fan for a lot longer than most because of the Flash and the Arrow shows on. So good. First 3 or 4 seasons.
Arrow shows.
Bro, hold up. Don't
start.
I need you to wait for me to cook real quick. The first 3 to 4 seasons of those shows, so good. They're so good. They're so good. They're just good shows. You can't disagree with that. I don't care. You can't.
What,
They're
first
good
3
shows.
Seasons?
Yeah.
I will agree with that for
the
first 3 seasons of at least The Flash. I've only seen the first season.
Yeah, but they just go downhill from there. They don't just go downhill. Steep decline.
They go deep diving. It's Power Rangers. Like, I love Power Rangers, but you can't set up a show not to be like Power Rangers and then go into Power Rangers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Power Rangers is so great because it starts off as like, this is going to be corny and campy and awesome.
Yeah.
You can't go into that.
You can't start off a show as like good with good storytelling and following good canon, and then you just dive into the deep end and you're like, what am I watching?
It's like what I said about Ready Player One. I love the movie Spy Kids, but you can't start a movie to be not like, you can't set up a movie to be serious and then turn it into Spy Kids. You just can't. Do that.
Let's do a better comparison here. What would you say that Ready Player One starts off as, or Arrow / Flash starts as, compared to and then we'll use Power Rangers as the ending point. What is it
like compared to something else?
Yeah, what's a good movie comparison to say the Flash and Arrow start off with this similar vibe of this movie, and then it ends as Spy Kids or Power
that's why
Rangers?
I like the Flash so much. I think it was a pretty fresh vibe. I think the Flash reminded me of the Flash. I also got into it when I was younger, so I didn't have a lot to compare it to. But maybe more of it just felt like more of a. I mean, I'm sure it was a little corny, but I don't know.
I would say the early seasons of the DC TV shows, like those two specifically, they gave me similar vibes to early Marvel projects. Genuinely.
Did they? Wow.
Genuinely. Like, I mean, that might be a little bit of an over-exaggeration, and granted, I haven't watched those first few seasons in probably since they were released.
Oh, wow.
However,
that was a long time ago.
As a kid watching those, I felt that same thing. And now, honestly, I'm going to have to go back. I'm going to have to rewatch those. I'm going to have to go rewatch those first few seasons and give it a fresh take.
It's definitely going to be worse than we remember. Because I remember watching it when I was
It is going to be worse.
I watched it before I was in middle school. I watched it when I was in like 4th or 5th grade. So it's going to be like the Tobey Maguire Spider movies. Maybe it will be. I don't know. Maybe it will be good. But yeah, definitely go rewatch those. I will not be, because I just know they're not going to be good.
That's fair.
I'm a DC fan now.
You know what I was just thinking of? I'm gonna be in Florida when the Odyssey releases.
Oh, really? Let's go.
Well, I'm gonna be there 2 days after it releases. I'll be there like the night of the 19th or the very early morning of the 20th. So we'll have to go on there.
Okay, for
the
sure.
Odyssey.
We're making that happen. We'll do a premiere day.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah. For those that don't know, me and Michael are cousins. We grew up together in Ohio. I now live in Florida, and that's why we now film via computer. We'll do occasional couple episodes we're going to do in person, and the long-term goal is to end up combining, and that's why we'll see what happens down the road. But a little bit of lore for those that are starting to watch.
You know, right now we just like what we do. We like talking. We do it a lot anyways.
We're just hanging out.
Yeah. I figured I have to talk to him because he's family so much anyways. I might as well record myself doing it.
Yep. That doesn't hurt at all, I guess. But yeah, so I don't know. We're getting about that time. We're still as unorganized as we used to be.
Before we wrap it up, Adam, I know you wanted to do a draft list.
We'll do it next episode.
We're doing it next episode?
Yeah, we'll do it next episode.
I don't know what I'm talking about. Adam did not want to do anything this episode.
I don't want
to do anything. He told me before we started recording he wanted to do this episode. And with that, thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out for another episode of Nerd Out.
Well, hold on. We still have some time. I do have one thing.
Okay. Go.
Right. We will do a draft pick, but we'll do a different one. All right. Draft pick. I'll do 5, you do 5. Then we'll go back and forth. Animated villains. Best animated villains. That wasn't that fun. All right. Because I think we talked about villains in the past. Villains are my favorite. Sure. I think they're so much more interesting. And animated villains, we get some cool ones.
Okay,
we get some cool
like
animated villains.
Let's go. We're doing 5. I'm guessing.
Yeah, we'll go 5 back and forth.
Okay. Animated villains. Do you want to take number 1? You can go first pick.
Yeah, I haven't really thought about this, so these are gonna be off the dome.
This is all gonna be I mean, you just threw this at me, so this is all gonna be fresh off the dome.
All right, here we go. Animated villains, best animated villains, draft picks. Here we go. I'll start at number 1. Give me Thrag. I think Thrag he's fresh on my mind, and I think he's pretty sick.
All right. I hope you're writing yours down because I'm only writing mine down.
Right.
Coming in at number 1, best animated villain. This is going to be a sleeper pick, okay?
All right.
Give me the Spot.
The Spot?
From Spider-Man.
Across the Spider-Verse.
Across the Spider-Verse.
He does turn into a pretty cool villain, I guess.
Dude, he's a pretty cool villain. He almost, ruins the whole space-time continuum.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's an ultimate crash out right there.
Yeah, I just don't know how entertaining it is to watch. Okay.
I mean, he solos Thrag easily, so I don't really care what you say.
Maybe. I don't know.
No, not me.
All right.
You good there?
Number 2, I'm going to say Zahir from Legend of Korra. I think he's one of the coolest animated villains we've seen.
So let me ask, are we ranking these based off of just how cool the character is or how well written, or a power ranking in terms of what 5 would beat what 5?
We're just ranking
that kind of changes what I do number 2.
I'm just doing ones I like. I'm just doing my favorite.
Okay. That's an awful answer. I'm going to go on the same course as you with Avatar though, and I'm going to go Azula.
Azula, yeah, she's a great villain.
I think she's a fantastic villain. I don't think she's talked about enough, if I'm being honest.
I don't disagree with that.
Truthfully.
Yeah. All right. Number 3 for me. Let's change franchises again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Best animated villain from... Oh, shoot. I didn't think too far ahead into this one.
You didn't, did you?
I didn't at all. I do want... Okay. I actually like Omni-Man as a villain more than I like Thrag as a villain, but he's not really a villain anymore. So I'm going to say Season 1 Invincible, Omni-Man is a great animated villain.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to say in my number 3 spot, I'm going to go, what's his name? The guy from Arcane Season 1, Silco? Is that his name?
Silco's pretty cool.
Silco's a cool character. I also like the layers to that character and just his relationship with Vander as a whole. But I'll go into that more when we're done with the lists.
All right, number 4 for me, I'm going to say, I actually want to put this way higher. I'm going to switch number 4 and number 1. I know that's not how it works, but I'm going to do it. No, I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
No.
New number 1 pick. New number 1 pick. Tai Lung from Kung Fu Panda.
Okay, that's a fire number 1.
Yeah, that's a pretty good pick.
Didn't you wait? No, you didn't say just from TV shows. Now that pisses me off that you just did that. I'm going to be honest. Yeah, you just said animated. That makes me so angry that you just did that.
Sorry.
No, you're not.
I'm not.
Okay, number 4. I'm putting King Candy / Turbo from Wreck-It Ralph.
Hey, that's a good pick. That's a good pick. I'm not gonna lie. I'll give respect there.
I feel like that definitely could be in contention. We got
a plot twist. We got.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay. Number 5.
What do you mean Queen Vanellope Von Sweets? What are you telling me? No, that's King Candy. What? Turbo? What?
Yeah.
Plot twist. Anyways, continue.
Plot twist. Great movie, by the way.
Fantastic.
Okay. I'm gonna do it again. I'm breaking all the rules. I'm gonna actually put this in number 2 and knock everybody else down.
You're pissing me off so much right now.
I won't do it again, but I'm doing it today. We're breaking the rules.
You're just doing this because we're not doing blind ranking, and you know you can.
That's right. Okay.
Smack you.
The wolf from Puss in Boots, One Last Wish, or A Last Wish.
I've actually never seen that.
You've never seen it? Okay. Do you know who I'm talking about, though?
I do, because of the memes. The memes with him, yeah.
The animation, just what they do, his intro, his character. There's a plot twist there. I'm not going to tell you who he is as a character, but watch that movie. He's an insanely awesome.
Let me guess, he's the big bad wolf.
No.
He's a wolf from Three Little Pigs. He's a cross-dressing wolf.
No. I'm not going to tell you.
He's...
Do you want me to tell you?
No, don't tell me. Why would you tell me? That's a spoiler.
Stop guessing.
Dude, this guy's pissing me off. All right, number 5 for me. I got one more. I don't know what to pick. This is tough. This is really tough. I'm thinking back in the cranium here.
Back in the I mean, you could think Pixar, you could think Disney.
Okay. I'm gonna pick, because I used to love this movie as a kid, I'm going Frollo from Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Never seen that movie.
It's Quasimodo's, well, technically his uncle, but he raises Quasimodo.
Oh, okay. But he's a bad guy? All right. Not
and
bad.
He is pretty creepy. Yeah, he's a creepy character.
All right. I mean, not bad list. Not bad list. I think if we had a little more thought, we could have pulled some other ones. But there's just so many good animated villains out there.
That's true. I feel like put down in the comments who won. Who wins that draft tier right there?
Yeah.
With the original ranks, not the bullshit that Adam tried to pull and change them around.
Well, same 5 anyways. Put down who won. I guess that's right. Put down your draft picks below, because I'm curious to see who we missed.
I'm curious. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot that I'm going to think of tonight while I'm laying in bed, and I'm gonna text you and be like, "Dude, I just thought about this."
That came at just randomly back in my mind. Tai Lung is one, such a good movie, but two, such a good villain. Such a good villain. Origin story. He's animated great. He's cool.
Those movies are just good animation all around.
The villain from Kung Fu Panda 3 is also really cool. Kai.
Kung Fu Panda 3. Oh, is that the big bull one?
Yeah, and his music is dun, 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 dun,
doesn't he have like the chains with the swords at the end that he throws?
Yeah.
That's a cool fight at the end of that where they're flying around and like they're using chi and all that, and that's a cool fight.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's a cool one.
Was a cool movie.
Good movie for sure.
All right. Well, that
any final notes from you, Adam?
No, just thank you guys for hanging out with us. As you can see, we're still all over the place, but thanks for joining.
We never won't be. We never won't be.
That's true. We're finding it.
Anyways, thanks for watching.
Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. It's at nerdoutpodcast. We'll leave a link in the description of this video. And thanks for hanging out. Yeah, close us out, Mike.
Bye.
Nice. Bye.